Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback keeps the football and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. He's found some room at the 45. Physical running, fights off the defender. Finally brought down at the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs that come through Ann Arbor.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Using his legs. It's 4. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Figueroa. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Pitch into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and whoosh, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a long...
He takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Going to throw for it on 3rd and goal. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Running it back, it's Stewart. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. He's brought down out at the 46.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. USA 7, Michigan 3.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Bringing it back, it's Stewart. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. Michigan offense back out on the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Try to pick up the third and short through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Touchdown, Wolverines. Strong game by this quarterback. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. What a moment. Conference championship on the line. The punt returner takes it all the way to the house.
You know, the special team coach told us that he thought they had a chance to either come up with a block punt or hit a big return. In this case, it's the latter. They set it up perfectly, took it all the way back, just like he told us.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they've
got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Man, I can't believe that. They bring the blitz on 3rd down and long, but give them credit. It works out perfectly. They bring the pressure, and it pays off.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Throws it to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get it down.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds his target, and it's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Then it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Spinning out of the tackle. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USC.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And Michigan offense back out on the field. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. In the clear at the 25. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. We'll see if they can convert.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Running back with the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And now they'll try the running play off left tackle. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Well, that's the kind of run that makes an offensive line coach very, very happy. It also will boost the confidence of the big guys up front. And when you have a confident offensive line, you got more and more opportunity to hit big plays.
They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Powers through. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Receiver in motion now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll test the right side here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, SC. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field, looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it to get him down for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And there's the handoff. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 27, USC 24.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the grab. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle it at the 44.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Oh, a reverse. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Ball handed off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it in double coverage.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it?
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Trojans. Made the defense look slow that time. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
What a great job of coming up with that onside kick. Now it's going to be interesting to see how they work the clock. All you need is a field goal here late in this game. Let's see how aggressive their offensive coordinator is.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive books, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. Back to throw again. Freshman trying to take a shot but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
I know they have big hopes for this drive and where it can ultimately end, but by not picking up that first down, we got a 4th down. They've got to get the first down before they worry about scoring.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And looking for a big play here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.